It is time now for the Peter Channel Noon News Report, but it's Thursday afternoon, January 29th, 2015. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Peter Wiggins here. Noon News at 9, and our talk straight at 12 noon here is... in Hong Kong, where the Malaysian government declared on Thursday that the loss of Malaysia Airlines Flight 370 last March was an accident according to the terms of an international air agreement, and that 239 passengers and crew members aboard the plane. A gas truck explosion collapsed large parts of the Mexico City maternity and children's hospital today, leaving at least 7 dead, dozens injured, and others believed trapped in the rubble here. The fate of a Japanese journalist and a Jordanian military pilot held by the Islamic State terror group remains unclear as the sun set in Iraq, making the passage of a new deadline for a possible swap involving a female Iraqi prisoner. It's definitely not a secret anymore that Kanye West, as a family man, as the only one rapper, appeared on Ellen and opened up about how married life and having a family has changed him for the better. Alibaba group holding limited revenue estimates as the e-commerce giants pushed into the mobile, curbed in advertising sales growth. The pop star, who has had all sorts of troubles over the past couple of years, posted an emotional video to Facebook for Justin Bieber late Wednesday night, in which he says he wanted to be kind, loving, and gentle and soft, and move on from his mistakes of recent years. Convoy carried reinforcement soldiers were on their tour of Fimla as a unit with local terrain and civilian vehicle caused convoy to halt at military checkpoint, and Hezbollah identified opportunity to attack. Dozens of Egyptian women rallied Thursday to protest the killing of a female protester during a peaceful protest last week, accusing the police of shooting her and demanding her kills to be brought to justice. The coronial inquest into the Lindt Cafe siege will examine the key issues, including what information state and federal agencies about Manhan Manis and whether his activities were being monitored. Indonesian investigators announced Thursday that the co-pilot of the crashed Air Asia jet was in control when he struggled to recover the aircraft as stall warning sounded. The GOP-controlled Senate has voted on more amendments on the Keystone Bill than Democrats allowed in all of the last year. But at this pace, it's not clear that essential Senate business will get done. Denver's police chief said 2 officers told a group of teenagers to get out of a stolen car before opening fire and killing the 17-year-old girl behind the wheel. Mitt Romney's speech in Mississippi on Wednesday night was full of the expected swipes at Democrat frontrunner Hillary Clinton. Senator Lindsey Graham of South Carolina launched the Security Strength Committee that will underwrite his political activities as he travels the country to gauge his support for a presidential campaign. Jobless claims plunged by 43,000 to 265,000, and the wait ended on January 24th, the lowest since April 2000. Labor Department report showed Thursday in Washington. The number of contracts signed by the previously owned homes fell in December, but remained at a higher level than the previous year for the 4th consecutive month, than the National Association of Realtors said on Thursday. It's no coincidence that McDonald's chief brand officer has become a chief executive officer as a fast food giant needs to rethink its place in the fast food firmament. Ford Motor Company on Thursday said it will rely on North America for its profit this year, as the number 2 U.S. automaker signaled that losses in Europe would be more than previously forecast. Amazon may be the best known for its delivery service, and more recently drones, and perhaps even its lineup of original services, but it's looking to add another feature to its extensive resume. The Jeff Bezos Helm Company has launched a service for work. Microsoft. In Seoul, South Korea, Samsung lost the battle of the big phones last quarter as Apple's copycat large iPhone lured buyers into the crucial Chinese market. Australian author Colin McCullough has died at the age of 77 after a long illness, as McCullough died Thursday in a home hospital on remote Norfolk Island. And Shana Martin, publisher and director of HarperCollins Australia, said its statement to AP. In Fall River, Massachusetts, prosecutors in Massachusetts are expected to lay out their case against former New England Patriots star Aaron Hernandez as they deliver opening statements in his murder trial days before Hernandez's old team, the New England Patriots, due to play in the Super Bowl against the Seattle Seahawks on Sunday. A fragment of his skull found in Israel suggests that humans interbred with Neanderthal in the Levant and could shed further light on how our ancestors migrated out of Africa. An animation depicting SpaceX's Falcon Heavy rocket lifting off into space shows the rocket's three boosters separated from the spacecraft and flying back to the launch site where they land up tight. In Los Angeles, a measles outbreak spread originated at Disneyland has grown to 95 cases at California Department of Public Health tells Los Angeles Times. California health officials on Wednesday declared that electronic cigarettes were a public health threat, joining a number of medical experts around the country who are pushing back against the increasing popularity of the device that advocates say. In Nairobi, from the jungle-clad slopes of the Great Lakes to the game parks of South Africa, tourism is beginning to recover as an Ebola outbreak in a corner of the Canadians and foreigners overcome their fear of the virus. When you want to develop a drug for, say, cancer, there is some very objective measures such as survival rate that tell regulators just how effective it is compared to a standard drug for the placebo. Take a look at a stock market and commodity report here at noontime here. U.S. stock market Dow Jones 17,237.33 up 85.96. S&P 500 2005.17 up 3.01 and NASDAQ. And in the NASDAQ, 4629.08, down 8.92. European market stacks 10,737.87, up 26.90. FTSE 6810.60, down 15.34. CAC 4631.43, up 20.49. Asian markets Nikkei 17606.22, down 189.51. Shanghai 3263.74, down 42. HSI 24.5. 95.85, down 265.96. Oil markets 43.89, down 56 cents. Brent 48.56, up 9 cents. And natural gas 2.676%, down 1.66 thousand a point. Gold markets 1258.90, down 27. Silver 60.985, down 1.103. Copper 2.442, down 3.75. Bonds US 10-year yield 1.7529, up 25,000 point. German 10-year yield 0.36%, up 2,000 point. And Japanese 10-year yield 0.295%, up 1,000 point. And FX bonds, European US dollar 1.1299, up 13,000 point. US dollar Japanese yen 118.33, up 8 cents. And Great Britain pound US dollar 1.5048, down 85,000 point. In the agriculture commodities here and livestock. And the wheat, 509 and a quarter, up 4. Soybean, 970, down a quarter. Corn, 369 and a half, down 3 3/4. Sugar, 14.89, down 27 cents. Coffee, 161.40, down 6.30 cents. Cotton, 59.9, up 0.05. And rough price, 10.955, up 22 cents. And cocoa, 2687.00, down 28. Livestock cattle, 152.075, up 575 thousand a point. And lean hogs, 73.625, down 1325. And FD cattle, 205.075, up 725 thousand a point. Okay, take a look at New England instant alerts here. Munson High School in Massachusetts was evacuated after the school received a threat that administrators deemed credible on Thursday morning here. And a woman has died in a fire in Dorchester as Boston firefighters had a digger out the hydrant to battle the blaze. So, homeowners, you gotta clear out your fire hydrants to make sure firefighters get to the hydrants to battle those fires. Life or death situation here. Take a look at sports news here on this Thursday afternoon here. People at Super Bowl 49 are once again trying to point out the Seahawks wide receiver as weakness that just comes out from ignoring the real strength of the offense here. And tonight, the Boston Bruins will be at Long Island taking on New York Islanders game time 7 o'clock here. And the Wheaton Lions men's basketball team will be at Fieldhouse in Norton, Massachusetts, taking on the MIT Engineers. Peter Chell News Time, 12:10, time now for our travel report here, and looking at 290 in Marlborough, that is Avoid that area here because 2 eastbound lanes at 290 in Marlborough are closed after a serious crash involving a tractor trailer and 2 cars. 2 med fighters were called to the scene and avoid the area and pass this along. And avoid that area. Anybody headed that way, seek some alternative routes here. As 290 is backed up from 495 on the eastbound side all the way at the northbound. So expect some serious delays around 290 eastbound around the Marlborough area here. Avoid that area here. And we got an accident on the on-ramp around Mass Pike at Route 120 in Weston, so expect little delays in that area here. And Route 93 on the southbound side is backed up from Assembly Square in Somerville all the way down to Zakin Bridge. Route 1 on the southbound side will also around the Levitt Connector in Charlestown. Tippecanoe Tunnel slow on both ends. Southeast Expressway on the northbound side is backed up from 203 all the way down to Mass Pike here. And 293 in downtown Manchester after a little slow here. And we got an accident on Route 120 on the southbound side near Route 37 in Braintree, so I expect some delays here. And on Route 3 here, on the southbound side, an accident before you approach Route 18 in Weymouth, so I expect some delays here. But otherwise, a smooth sailing commute here on this Thursday afternoon at 12 noon here as Peter Chell News Time is now 12:13. Time now for a weather report here. 30 degrees at temperature with first skies. The humidity of 45%. Wind speed is calm. Barometer 3.27 inches and 2.11 degrees. And the visibility of 10 miles per hour. As it is a much improved from the 9 below reading we reported about 7:45. So it is a improvement around 40 degrees here in Norton here from 9 below to 30 above. A good improvement here, but it was still cold. And how cold was it? Norwood, Massachusetts, 16 below. Bedford, Massachusetts, 12 below. Carlisle, Massachusetts, 10 below. Taunton, Massachusetts at the airport, 9 below. Tuxfield, Massachusetts at 9 below. Westfield, Massachusetts at 7 below. And Blue Hills, Massachusetts, 6.35 feet above sea level at 12 above zero. So that was a frigid morning on tap here in New England this morning here. But in the afternoon here, we made it up here with a nice gradual rebound, but still cold day nonetheless here. Mm-hmm. 28 degrees at temperature right now here in Boston. It's 24 in Fitchburg, 18 in Bedford, 27 in Beverly, 27 in Haverhill, 26 in Beverly, 24 in Gloucester, 25 in Worcester, 26 in Sturbridge, 32 in Milford, 15 in Webster, 24 in Norwood, 26 in Taunton, 29 in Bedford. It's 32 in Plymouth, 34 in Provincetown, 20 in Falmouth, 35 in Chatham. It's 29 in Mumford, 28 in Blockon, 29 in Wesley, 25 in Providence, 23 in Smithfield, 29 in New York City, 20 in Islip, 31 in Montauk, 25 in Lionstown. It's 27 out in Bridgeport, 20 in New Haven. It's 24 in Danbury, 23 in Waterbury, 22 in Meriden, 22 in Hartford, 19 in Winslow. It's 20 up in Springfield, Massachusetts, 18 in Amherst, and in Greenfield and Athol and in North Amherst. It's 15 in Pittsfield, Massachusetts. 13 in Albany, New York. It's 17 in Silver Springs. 12 in Rutland, Vermont. It's 19 in Bennington. 18 in Brattleboro, Vermont. It's 8 above in Lebanon, New Hampshire. 12 in Keene, New Hampshire. 24 in Jaffna, New Hampshire. 19 in Nashville, New Hampshire. 22 in Portsmouth, New Hampshire. 27 in Manchester, New Hampshire. 20 in Concord, New Hampshire. 12 in LaCroix, New Hampshire. And 22 in Portland, Maine. Here. Okay, take a look at our surface map around the country. Shows the stationary front from Alberta stretching down Montana, merging with a cold front from the Dakotas, stretching down to southern Minnesota, up into Wisconsin, stretching up into Ontario, merging with a stationary front down from Quebec here. A front line between two lows from Ontario down for southwestern Michigan here, and we've got a front line from eastern Nevada down for western Arizona, front line down for California coastline with low pressure off the southern California coastline here, another front line down for western Mexico here. And we got a cold front from central Texas stretching down at Arkansas down for southern Illinois down for Indiana. Pink front from central Indiana down for Michigan. A warm front from central Kentucky down for Tennessee down for Alabama here. And high pressure off Oregon and southwestern Alberta down for western Nebraska and western Wyoming here. And up into northern New England and southeastern ports of Georgia. 34 degrees that temperature right now here in Detroit. 31 out in Pittsburgh. 33 out in Washington, D.C., 41 out in Atlanta, Georgia, 67 in Miami, Florida. It's 66 in Brownsville, Texas, 60 out in Dallas, Texas, 30 out in Kansas City, 37 in Omaha, Nebraska, 32 in Chicago, 30 in Minneapolis, St. Paul, 25 in Great Falls, Montana, 42 in Seattle, 53 in San Francisco, 61 in Los Angeles, and in Phoenix, Arizona, 56 in Las Vegas, 30 in Salt Lake City, 36 in Denver, and 48 out in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Here. All right. And our radar scene shows nothing in New England here. Yes. And I'll look at a radar situation here, and this will be Friday's weather maker here. But tomorrow, from raining from northeastern Georgia, stretching it up to the northern Georgia, northeastern Alabama, stretching it out for western Carolinas, down for western Virginias, and up to western Pennsylvania, around eastern Ohio and northern Ohio, and up to the northeastern portions of Indiana, while some sleet around central Pennsylvania, around for central New York State, snow and sleet around western Michigan, and snow around Ontario, western Quebec, and snow in central New York, and snow and sleet around east central portions of Pennsylvania here. And we're seeing some rain showers, man. North central Mexico, stretching to western New Mexico, down for Arizona, down for southwestern portions of Utah, southern Nevada, down for eastern and southeastern portions of California, and down for northern Baja California, Mexico. Here. And snow and sleet around central portions of British Columbia, down for west central portions of Saskatchewan. Here. Okay, let's take a look at our satellite loop here. And it shows a line of clouds coming from New York State, stretching it down for the Appalachians, and stretching down to the northern Alabama, Mississippi, down for Arkansas, covering much of Oklahoma, down for western Texas, covering much of the Four Corner region, around Southern Nevada, down for Southern California, down for western Mexico here. And a line of clouds from western and northern Oregon, up to the Washington State, up to northern Idaho, down for western Montana. Line of clouds from British Columbia, stretching Alberta, down for western Saskatchewan here. And clouds coming about Chihuahua, northern India, and down from Michigan here. Okay, let's take a look at our forecast discussion around the nation here, and it shows more wintry weather from the Great Lakes through the Northeast, both colder weather, much colder weather arriving to the Great Plains states, and moisture increasing for the southwestern United States. After a brief respite in the weather for the Northeast and Midland region, another random snow is forecast from the upper Great Lakes to New England on Thursday and moving offshore by Friday as a mixed rain, and snow is likely from Kentucky to Washington, D.C., since temperatures will be more marginal in those areas here, and the event will be considerably weaker than its monster predecessor a few days ago. Will most locations getting less than 6 inches of snow? The exception will be likely over Maine, where greater snowfall amounts are possible. After widespread high temperatures in the 70s and even in the lower 80s over the central and southern plains earlier this week, expect much cooler temperatures to arrive as a strong surface ice slides down from Canada beyond the cold front and expands over much of the central United States to close out the work week, and highs will be closer to average for the time of the year, along with some gusty winds here. And conditions will become increasingly wet over the southwest and Four Corner region from the next few days, with elongated upper trail edges inland over the northern Mexico and strong low-level winds, affecting increasing Pacific moisture to those areas here, and the moisture will fuel widespread moderate local heavy precipitation, with the greatest amounts expected for Arizona and New Mexico. Accumulating snow is expected for the higher elevations of Utah, Colorado, and New Mexico, and mixed rain and snow at higher elevations of Arizona. Okay, take a look at our forecast discussion around the region here. High pressure over New England will move east this afternoon and evening as a quick low pressure will move into the Great Lakes tonight, with a secondary low developing over the southern New England coast and intensifying over the Gulf of Maine Friday by Friday evening. This will bring a period of snow later tonight and Friday, which will continue into a Friday night for parts of the region. Plus, a very cold conditions expected this weekend. Another storm may bring snow to the region, sending down on the Monday at near term until 6 p.m. this evening. 11:35 a.m. update with high pressure ridge across the region, line of variable calm winds in place except across the outer Cape and Nantucket, where northwest winds at around 10 miles per hour, high clouds. Already approaching the region from the west of the increase in cloud cover will be the trend for the afternoon and have lower temperatures initially per current observations, but the afternoon still look good, so a little change to them. Mix of maximums will reach the upper 20s to the lower and middle 30s here. And take a look at our weather notes. Our winter storm warning for all of Maine here. Winter weather advisory for New Hampshire, northeastern Massachusetts here. And the storm on Friday night and Saturday evening should hit Maine with a hefty amount of snow. So I'm saying the southern portion could see 8 inches around Portland, Maine, and southern Maine, while the rest of the state could see up to a foot or more snow for the rest of the state, while some New Hampshire could see snowfall totals up to 6 inches or more, and some spots along northeastern Massachusetts could see up to 6 inches or more of snow here. And my take on Monday's storm. GFS model says moderate to heavy snow in southern New England here, and ECMWF and NAM models show a complete miss there. So 2 or 3 models show a complete miss to New England. One GFS model says moderate heavy snow in southern New England, but it's Monday. So it's 5 days away, so we will keep you posted. I'll keep my eye on Friday's storm here. Meanwhile, today's highs, I'm expecting temperatures. Widespread temperatures, so my temperature range will be 26 to 32 degrees here. And weather headlines, several inches of snow will be likely tonight and early Saturday morning. Frigid Saturday with really cold wind chills. Advisory may be needed Friday night into the Saturday morning, and more snow possible late Sunday and Monday here. And potential snowfall late tonight, but early Saturday morning here. And low risk of over 6 inches from northeastern Massachusetts. Winter weather advisory in effect from northern Worcester County and metro west of Boston, and stretch it up into northeastern Massachusetts and New Hampshire. Winter weather advisory in effect. Winter storm warning in effect for all Maine here. And more snow possible late Sunday and Monday as uncertainty continue on how close low pressure will track into the New England coast. Sunday night and Monday, still too early to predict storm maps here. Alright, let's take a look at 7-day forecast. It goes like this. Okay, for this afternoon, sunny skies have about 30 degrees, calm wind. For that, still mainly after 1 a.m., low around 25 degrees, calm wind becoming 7 around 6 miles per hour to midnight. Chance of precipitation is 8%, new snow accumulation less than 1 inch possible. For Friday, snow mainly before 1 p.m. High near 37 degrees, light variable wind becoming northwest wind 5 to 8 miles by the afternoon. Chance of precipitation is 9%, and new snow accumulation around 1 inch possible for Friday night. A chance of snow class sky with a low around 11 degrees, wind chill values as low as 1 below, north west wind about 11 to 15 miles per gust size, 28 miles per chance of precipitation is 40%. New snow accumulation 1 to 2 inches possible. For Saturday, a chance of snow before 9 a.m. and mostly sunny sky about 19 degrees, northwest wind about 16 miles per gust size, 26 miles per chance of precipitation is 30%. Saturday night, mostly gust sky low about 6 degrees. For Sunday, mostly sunny sky about 23 degrees. And Sunday night, a chance of snow, mostly gust sky with a low around 7 degrees. Chance of precipitation 30%. For Monday, a chance of snow with some mostly gust sky about 22. Low about 1 below. Chance of precipitation is 50% for Monday. Monday night, drilling down to 30%. And for Tuesday, most side of the podcast sky have about 17, low about 5 degrees. And for Wednesday, most side sky have about 29 degrees. Peters, what a phrase of the day. A sunny and a little cold and tap, but a much improvement from this morning. This be with you. Have a good day with a good positive attitude here, and a good afternoon. I'll see you for a 4 o'clock news report here. Have a good day.